Now look, Tom, Prince Harry made his first public appearance since his disastrous High Court appearance had his phone hacking trial. The Duke was seen at the Warrior Games in San Diego to support US Army veterans, but once again, wife Meghan, nowhere.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into some shocking updates about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Could Meghan be preparing to leave Harry? Let's break it down. First, let's rewind to August 2024. Harry launched the Invictus Games school program in Vancouver, but Meghan was nowhere to be seen. She's been a regular at these events, so her absence sparked waves of speculation.
In addition to his London court wrangle, Meghan was also notably absent, of course, from the King's coronation, MIA, during the promotion of his awful tell-all memoir, Spare. So, Tom, what are you hearing about this? Why is Meghan backing away so purposefully from all of these PR disasters and actually not saying to her husband, this isn't working, you know, pivot, you're making a fool of yourself, let's take a different strategy? What, does she want him to be weak? Does she want him to be ruined?
Well, she hasn't really appeared in person and talked since the whole year. I mean, that is what's extraordinary. It's silent Meghan now, having set him up. But I took from those pictures of him in San Diego this week, here's a man who, when he was in London, was really angry. And I think his court appearance, as disastrous as it was, he doesn't realise how bad it was. There was a cathartic moment. But the truth is that they have one major problem coming up after another now in rapid succession. First of all, today, he'll hear whether his visa application is going to be made public. The court will decide.
This is in the US.
This is the new thing today. Secondly, Netflix has not announced in any way that the Invictus series is going to be broadcast this year. That could be a problem for them. No money there. Spotify have cancelled their contract. A money problem again. And there's another very interesting development tonight in America. The Beast newspaper revealed that when Meghan complained, when they arrived in America from Canada in 2021, they went to stay in Tyler Perry's compound in California, LA. And she complained about the drones flying over, looking for Archie. And in the Netflix series, she says, aren't they, these people are just terrible, what the lengths they'll go to invade our privacy. Well, Tom Sykes reveals today that he was tipped off.
Is something amiss? Fast forward to October 2024, and things get even more intriguing. Meghan attended the International Day of the Girl event in Santa Barbara, but guess what? She wasn't wearing her engagement ring. While she did have her wedding band on, it didn't stop the rumour mill from going into overdrive. Is Meghan making a statement? Now, let's talk about Meghan's solo appearances at the Children's Hospital Los Angeles Gala. Solo again. And let's not forget her bold fashion choices, particularly that red dress.
About that drone attack, and that he got from the Los Angeles Police Department under FOIA a revelation that in fact Meghan tipped the police off, tipped the drone, the paparazzi off where she could be found. She wanted her privacy invaded, which to us now doesn't seem that shocking because we've seen them invading their own privacy for years now. But the idea that within days of arriving in America for their privacy, she was literally tipping off the paps where to find her. It just shows that she's on a different planet to all of us. Her agenda is by now so obscure, we can't even say, except that she's got a puppet, and the puppet is Harry. And Harry is just, I think, out of his depth. He has no idea anymore what he's being played at. He has no idea the game that he's actually engaged in. And it can only end in tragedy.
I mean, that's an extraordinary revelation. What would, I think, be so helpful, though, and this is why I'm very suspicious why Meghan hasn't done this, is for her to actually have an honest conversation with her husband and say, look, Harry, your mum used the media a lot. We all know that. She regularly tipped off photographers. She had her favourite journalists who she spoke to regularly. You know, Richard Kay, editor-at-large at the Daily Mail, was one of her last ever phone calls back in 1997. And also, Harry, when I was famous, when I was desperate for publicity, I used to tip off paparazzi photographers all the time and leak stories about myself to newspapers in order to get headlines, because the problem is, Tom, he has such a warped view of the relationship between celebrities and royals and the media, including his own mother. And it's leading him on a campaign that I believe is deranged.
Some see it as a power move, signalling her ambitions to become an A-list Hollywood star. Could this be part of a larger strategy? And then there are whispers of a professional separation. Could Meghan and Harry be carving out their own paths?
Well, it's deranged, but you've got to look back at it, Dan, because you've got to look at what my book revealed about her. She's a scheming woman.
Revenge.
She's always been plotting. She's always been looking how she can use people for her own benefit.
Well, that's why I wonder if she wants Harry to be weak, you see.
But it's not that she wants him to be weak. She probably no longer sees his purpose. She doesn't see what he can still do for her, because he's done everything. He's given her the title, he's given her fame. What is the next step? And the terrible tragedy which is now unfolding is she dumped her father, she dumped her first husband, she dumped the boyfriend in Canada, she dumps people who aren't in any use to her. Is she going to dump Harry now? Is what we're seeing now the slow motion of Meghan Part 9 as she attempts the next step in her extraordinary career?
Think?
I just don't know, because it's so heartless to treat this fellow like this. And I can't see how she could really treat him so appallingly, the father of her children. But her absence from everything is by now seeming pretty suspicious. Her silence since Christmas, really, before Christmas, is really pretty odd. And there's got to be a reason. My suspicion is that she's plotting. I've always said she's going to do something big. We've been saying that now for weeks, so we've still got to wait to see what the next stage is.
Meghan seems keen on establishing an independent identity, focusing on her solo career. So what does this all mean? Is Meghan ready to dump Harry? While nothing is confirmed, these recent actions suggest a significant shift. Stay tuned to see how this royal drama unfolds. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on your favorite royals. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.